Good day, friends. Are you feeling tired and hurt? Is there a secret conversation happening inside you right now? A battle between the story your pain is telling you and the story God has already written over you. Your pain shouts, "This is the end." But God's promise whispers, "This is merely the preparation." Let's talk about that preparation today. Sometimes life feels dark, but remember what David wrote in the Bible. "Even if I walk through the very valley of death, I will not be afraid because you are with me." You are not alone in your pain. God is right there with you in your darkest moments. Maybe you feel like you've been waiting forever. Remember Abraham and Sarah? God promised them a child, but they waited until they were very old. It seemed impossible. But at the right time, God kept his promise. Your right time is coming. Let's travel to a graveside, a place that smells of death and lost dreams. This is where Lazarus is. His sisters, Mary and Martha, had a promise. Jesus was their friend. They knew he could heal. They sent word holding on to that promise. But Jesus delayed, and the promise died. For 4 days it was dead. The pain was final. The stone was rolled in place. But then Jesus arrives, and he speaks 3 words that change everything. "Lazarus, come forth." The man who was dead came out, still wrapped in grave clothes. Your promise may not just be sick. It may feel dead and buried. It may smell of failure and regret. But the God who specializes in resurrection is about to call your name. He is commanding you to come out of that tomb of disappointment. There is a spiritual discipline in the wait. It's the discipline of the athlete who trains in the empty stadium before the crowd arrives. No applause, just sweat and sacrifice. This season of pain is your private training ground. God is building your endurance, your spiritual muscle, your reliance on him alone. When he finally opens the stadium gates and your moment arrives, you will not collapse under the weight of the blessing. You will be strong enough to carry it and to run your race with a strength that was forged in silence. God is not a man that he should lie. What he has spoken, he will bring to pass. Your current pain, as overwhelming as it feels, is not a sign that God has changed his mind. It is often the very process that is preparing you to carry the weight of the promise. You are in the in-between place. You've left the safety of what was, but you haven't yet arrived at the fulfillment of what will be. And this middle ground can feel like a wilderness, but God does his most profound work in the wilderness. He builds dependency, character, and a story that will one day bring him glory. So I need you to do something radical. I need you to throw a praise party in the middle of the prison. Like Paul and Silas, at midnight, beaten and in chains, they began to pray and sing hymns to God. Their worship wasn't a response to their deliverance. It was the vehicle for it. Your worship in the midst of pain is a seismic shock to the forces of darkness. It is the ultimate declaration that you trust the promise more than you fear the problem. It shakes the very foundations of your prison. So sing, even if it's a whisper. Give thanks, even for the small things. This is how you activate the supernatural. This is your moment of defiance. Defy the diagnosis. Defy the bank statement. Defy the negative report. Defy the voice of fear. You are a child of the King. The same power that raised Christ from the dead is at work in you. That promise he placed in your heart, it is a living seed. It cannot be aborted. It is growing in the darkness, and it will break through the soil. Your life is like a puzzle. Right now, you might only see a few pieces, and they don't seem to make sense. But God sees the whole picture. He knows how all the pieces fit together, even the painful ones. Trust that He is making something beautiful from your life. David was anointed king and then spent years running for his life in the wilderness, hiding in caves. The promise was given, but the path was perilous. Yet, in those caves, he wrote the Psalms that comfort millions today. He learned to depend on God alone. His pain wasn't pointless. It was purposeful. It was shaping him from a shepherd boy into a king after God's own heart. Your season of hiding, of waiting, of feeling overlooked is not a waste. God is developing in you the heart required to steward the promise He has given you. He is building your spiritual muscles. What should you do while you wait? First, talk to God honestly. Tell Him how you really feel. He can handle your questions and your tears. Second, look for small blessings each day. Thank God for them. This will help your heart stay hopeful. Third, remember that your story isn't over yet. The difficult chapter you're in now isn't the end of the book. So I need you to make a decision today. Decide that you will not let go of the promise. Write it down. Put it on your mirror. Speak it out loud every morning, even if your voice shakes. God is faithful. His promise is true. Greater is coming. Your declaration of faith is your weapon against the voice of doubt. It's the shield that will protect your heart from the arrows of discouragement. Look up, my friend. Lift your head. The dawn is breaking. The season is changing. You have cried enough. You have doubted enough. Now it is time to stand. Stand on His word. Stand on His character. Stand on the evidence of things not yet seen. Remember, some views can only be seen after a difficult climb. The struggle you're going through right now is actually preparing you for the beautiful future God has planned. Just like a muscle gets stronger through exercise, your faith grows stronger through challenges. Each step you take, even when it's hard, is moving you closer to your blessing. Think about the rainbow that appears after the storm. It couldn't exist without both the rain and the sunshine. In the same way, your current struggles and God's promises are working together to create something beautiful in your life. The difficulties you face today are temporary, but the goodness God has planned for you is eternal. Most importantly, never forget that you are loved beyond measure. The same God who counts the stars and knows every bird by name knows exactly what you're going through. He sees your tears and hears every prayer. You're not just waiting alone. You're being prepared, strengthened, and equipped for the wonderful plans He has for your life. Your pain has a purpose, and your story is far from over. Your faith is the title deed to your promise. The pain was real, but the promise is greater. The battle was hard, but the victory is sure. Don't you quit. Don't you dare give up. You have come too far to turn back now. Your greatest days are not behind you. They are ahead of you. Get ready. Prepare your heart. For what God is about to do in your life will be so astounding, so breathtaking, that this present pain will fade into a distant memory. It's your time. Your journey might not be taking the easy route you hoped for, but understand this: God is guiding you through this specific path because He knows it's the only way to reach the version of you that's strong enough to handle the blessings ahead. The easy road would have left you unprepared. This challenging path, though difficult now, is forging within you the courage, wisdom, and strength you'll need for the incredible future waiting for you. This isn't a detour. It's the most direct route to your destiny. I know it's hard to keep believing when everything seems to be going wrong, but your current situation is not your final destination. The pain you're experiencing is preparing you for the amazing future God has planned Greater is not just a word. It is your reality. It is your inheritance. It is your next chapter. It is, don't give up. God is with you. God bless you.